Howdy, y'all, back again with another video. I was at Walmart the other day shopping. I was skimming through the camera section, as I normally do as I'm passing by. You know, check out the GoPros and little cell phone accessories. I don't usually expect to find anything there, but it's, you know, if you're there shopping, why not check? And I found this, which caught my attention. Not because it's actually a selfie stick, which in and of itself, you know, if you're doing a lot of vlogging or something like that, as dorky as these things look, they can come in handy, and I have found times where a selfie stick would have helped. But the reason this particular one caught my attention is because the mount will allow you to do cell phones, point and shoots, or anything that uses I think like a 1/4 inch thread, whatever the standard camera mount is, plus GoPros. And if this is set up the way I think it is, this could end up being a pretty versatile setup, and it was only $4.99. So let's go ahead and unbox this and see exactly what we get in here and just how versatile this may or may not end up being. Empty. Alrighty, so first and foremost, we have the actual selfie stick, which is built pretty much like any other cheapo run-of-the-mill selfie stick you would find. I do like the fact that it's got the little thumb screw and it's got like notched hinge, so you can kind of set it in place and then tighten it down. So I do like that. That's a nice feature. Okay, there's your standard camera thread. Anything that would stand on or thread onto a standard camera mount, I suppose, would thread into that, and it's got the thumb wheel so you can tighten it up. I don't know if you can see that spinning there. This, I don't believe there's a microphone built into this. I do have a selfie stick downstairs that has a microphone built into that, but this, I believe, is strictly for the shutter button. It's a little stiff to slide in and out, but I suppose in the grand scheme of things that would be good, because you don't want it to just randomly collapse on you like a fake lightsaber toy or something. And then here we have the cell phone mount. Not the highest quality cell phone mount on the planet, but for getting the job done, it should work sufficiently. Now, I don't know that I would put my cell phone in here and go snowboarding down a mountain. I think I would want something a little more sturdy than that, but I got my old Nexus 5 mounted in here, and I mean, it's actually a pretty, again, I don't know that I would trust this quite enough to go snowboarding or something really extreme like that, but for walking and talking and, you know, vlogging, or, you know, I mean, maybe you could probably get away. I mean, it's gonna fall out during a crash, but it's actually a much tighter fit than I really would have expected, quite frankly. It kind of exceeded my expectations. And like I said, I believe you would plug that into there. Of course, this thing is not, oh, well, and I guess with the screw mount like that, if you needed to, you could even pivot it, which is a bit of a unique feature. A lot of these selfie sticks, you know, when the mount is built into the actual selfie stick, you don't really get the option to rotate the phone in the mount or on the stick. It snaps into the mount, and straight is the only orientation it's got, which for all intended purposes is sufficient, but the fact that you can rotate that, that's kind of nice actually. Okay, so there's that mount. And the other added benefit to this is, again, this was only $5, and now off here real quick. And now, this also has the standard camera mount threads on it. So, if I ever get a tripod, which I do intend to pick up at some point, when I get a tripod, I now have a basic cell phone mount for my tripod, which is handy because I do most of my video recording on a cell phone or a GoPro, which we'll get to now. And then here we have, if I can get the bag open, the GoPro mount, which again will allow you to mount a GoPro to this. Now they sell dedicated GoPro sticks out there, but the fact that you can have one stick to do all of this, and I don't have a thumb screw with me, all mine are downstairs, but you get the idea. You would take your GoPro, you put this, you thread it on there like that, you can mount your GoPro on there, and then you have yourself a GoPro on a selfie stick. In this particular scenario, I do not believe that is going to do you any good because I don't think you can trigger the GoPro using the remote shutter button like that. I could be wrong, but to the best of my knowledge, no. So, the fact that you could have one selfie stick that will do all of that is pretty cool. And just like with the phone mount, now I have an adapter to mount my GoPro onto a tripod or any other standard camera mount now. If I get a handheld vlogging mount or something like that that requires a standard camera thread, I think they're 1/4 inch thread, but for the sake of being correct, I don't actually know, so I'm just going to keep referring to it as a camera mount. I now have an adapter where I can not only mount my cell phone to a tripod when I get one, now I can mount my GoPro to the tripod if I get one, which is good because between the GoPro and my cell phone, that accounts for pretty much all of my videos that I shoot. So, nothing too horrifically special, but for $5, I mean, if I'm completely frank with you here, for $5, that's probably worth these two mounts alone. If you were to go on Amazon and, figure in shipping and all that, it would probably cost you more than $5 to find something remotely comparable. And the GoPro one seemed pretty sturdy. This is, it's nothing super special, but like I said, for a basic mount, this will do you. This will get you by until you can upgrade to something a little sturdier, a little nicer, a little more rugged. But I'm actually a little surprised at how, the spring tension this thing's got some serious spring tension to it. So, like I said, those two mounts alone are probably worth it. And then you get this nice little selfie stick. Again, I don't need a selfie stick in every situation, but it's nice to have one that's as flexible and durable as this one is. And side note, I do kind of like the little wrist strap. I do not believe the other selfie stick that I have has the wrist strap, and it's definitely not this nice. The only benefit to that one is the built-in microphone, which is a nice feature. So, and that is the Sunpak wired selfie stick, or selfie wand kit. For anybody that wants to go see if they can find it, it was right in with the GoPros and the disposable cameras and whatnot at Walmart. I've probably passed it 100 times and never paid much more attention to it until I really dug into it and kind of looked at it and realized it came with all the adapters and shit. So, thank you for watching. Click that little thumbs up button down below. Helps me out. Subscribe to the channel. I try to post content as often as I can. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Thank you.